Good afternoon, everyone. 5th of July 2022. Good news, I just have a retreat end of the month. My wife encouraged me to go for a retreat, to have a break for my own, to reflect, to seek God. God talks to me more. I think I also need a break in a way. Seek out. Quite some time since I last go for a retreat. I open my heart to welcome the Lord in my life. And He speak to me. As healing heal my heart. Let Him chase away the demon in my heart, so that I can focus on Him. Focus on not is what's surrounding me, not the gods that I built for myself, but really on Him. Let's start today's reading. Today we hear from the prophet Hosea. That was about how the people have strayed away from God, and judgment will come one day to teach us, to tell us what is true God. And that the kingdom is at hand, as God, punishment will come. And people, I think that's where everyone starts thinking the sin and the fall onto people. When people are possessed or blind or deaf, or still the punishment from God, all because of sin. I think that's where Jesus came, sent the apostles out to correct the faith, to correct that, sorry, not faith, to correct that misunderstanding. Yeah, I think we should also start reviewing, as in things that feedback for us. It's not that God is punishing us, sometimes it's because God has really been telling us not to choose those paths, and that will lead, this is what will happen, the consequence. And we continue to really seek God. Seek God that matters. Counsel, wisdom to make the decision that we make. I think it's good to always have time to ask God, look at Him and see, God, what do you have in store for me? Praise God. Today, what stand out to me is, in first reading, we see how harsh God is. His fair in rewards. You have to do this. I think as I read the Old Testament, I fully understand where the Pharisees coming from, because that's the way that it was being written, that's the way they interpret things. They were not being educated enough in that sense, or they did not interpret readings deep enough to understand that there are other meanings behind it. So for me, I think it's like we always say parenting, what works on us may not work on our kids, which I think is very clearly shown here. What works there will does not work with our kids, and what worked in Old Testament may not work in the New Testament or even now. So the harshness of God interpreted in current context is harsh. In older context is actually laying down the rules or guidelines, ways we tend to misinterpret it. So in the gospel reading, we see that two different points in the same reading. So at the start, it confused me. Why is there a casting out devils, demons, and then suddenly laborers are few? Harvest is plenty. So when I went in to really try to understand, try to make sense out of it, I think it's really the lack of understanding of our God. For me, we are dejected, we are lost, we feel unloved, or being punished by God. When we are possessed, when things don't go well, we ask God, how you forsaken me? But actually, God's love and mercy is not preached enough to us. It's not, we did not do enough reflection and seek His wisdom to show light to us. And this is also because we not have enough spiritual direction. we are not healed in a way that is best of everyone's ability in a way. Okay, that could really spread this on. There's a shortage of people that could, the laborers, to really help us reflect. So this also brings me up another understanding that prayers, spiritual direction, and understanding of God, it's not a one-way thing. It's not I sit here, God speak to me. I think there's also need community, need people to help to guide. That's where priests come in, spiritual leaders come in, authors come in, and also friends come in to help us to bring people closer to God. I think that's one reason why I was serving in RCIA for so many years. I felt that there's a calling there, and of course now the question comes again, should I continue serving? I'm not going to discuss here on this channel, but really it's a question that God, where do you want to put me in to spread this love of yours to others? This I pray. Amen.